Hey gang, this is Brody from RadToyReview.com, and today I have the distinct pleasure of giving you guys a quick overview of ThreeZero's amazing Titanfall Atlas set. I'm not exaggerating when I say I was stunned by the size and level of detail on this guy. Every rivet, grate, and panel from the in-game bots is here. It's difficult to capture it all on film, but in the follow-up review on RadToyReview.com, we'll have plenty of high-resolution photos for you to roast your eyeballs on. So obviously the detail, paint, and weathering is insane, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into articulation. Atlas has a round socket-like head that rotates and twists nicely in all directions. His torso is essentially one big ball joint, so you get a pretty good range back and forth as well as up and down. His arms rotate and pop out into place to ensure they stay exactly where you put them. The elbows pivot to almost 90 degrees, and they also click into place and rotate around the Y-axis so you can hold his gun or scratch his chin. His forearms twist, and he has a ball joint at the wrist. Of course, the fingers are articulated, and I might add, are incredibly detailed. I had a little bit of a hard time showing off the articulation of the legs, but basically he's got a hip joint that is pretty forgiving and will allow you to get some relatively wide stances. There's also a pivot joint in there to allow for some leg rotation around the Y-axis. The knees bend to about 45 degrees, and you're given another ball joint at the ankle. Now the toe spikes extend out and are incredibly helpful with the balance. Given this guy's size, they absolutely work as advertised. Scattered all over this big fella is little flaps and movable panels. Some you'll need to scoot out of the way to get a certain pose, but most of them seem to be here just to fiddle around with. You can pop open the top and the front hatches where you can see our little pilot sitting snugly inside. Speaking of the pilot, I'm going to talk more about him in a separate video. I'll post a link on this video when that one's ready to go. Atlas comes with the huge and awesome looking XO16 chain gun. Like Atlas, it has insane details all over it. You can actually remove the ammo drum, and there are two little legs that pop out as well. Now this made me so happy. For the first time ever, ThreeZero is using a standard size battery to power the lights. All you need is two AAA batteries and you're in business. The switch on the back has two settings, one for blue and one for red. The lighting effect is pretty cool. Even the cockpit gets some nice glow. Atlas stands a little over 20 inches tall. To show off the scale, I put him next to the previously biggest robot in my collection, Messenger Z, a Hot Toys 12-inch Batman, and of course the Titanfall pilot. So there you have it, ThreeZero's Titanfall Atlas set. One of, if not the most visually striking figures in my collection. If you're a big fan of Titanfall or just love big robots, do yourself a favor and pre-order this guy. You will not be disappointed. As of this post, he's still available for pre-order at ThreeZero stores, and if you like what you see here, I completely recommend you grabbing him while you can. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out the full review of ThreeZero's Titanfall Atlas at radtoyreview.com. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there.